What song did I start with?
I don't remember. This is
That one?
Sure.
You were talking when I started, though.
Welcome to Eubanks Studio. I'm Steve Eubanks, and today's video is a little bit to wrap up the Hawaii Ukulele Rescue build, but mostly to do a little bit of a demo video to give you a sense of how the instrument sounds now that all the work is done. I'll give you a quick tour of the instrument here, but if you want more details, I documented the build in a series of posts on ubi.com. You can go there, or if you're watching this video on YouTube, there'll be a link in the description below so that you can go directly to those build posts, and lots of pictures and descriptions of the kind of work I did, why I had made certain decisions that I made, and that kind of thing. So you're welcome to check that out and read along there. So let's talk our way through the instrument a little bit. A quick recap. So I found this instrument at the Rose Bowl Flea Market in Pasadena, California in June of this year, this being 2016 if you're watching this in a different year. And at first I thought really that it was just a neat looking little ukulele, but by the looks of particularly the fingerboard as I looked at it, it didn't look like it was intended to be played. It looked like it was mostly intended to be sort of a Hawaiian souvenir for, you know, somebody visited the islands and wanted to bring something back that represented their trip. But as I looked at it, it felt pretty solid. And as I tapped on the sound box, had a really nice tone, and I thought maybe this is something that that really could be a playable instrument with a little bit of work. So took a chance that it had some hidden value in it, and went ahead and picked it up at the flea market, brought it back to the studio as a rescue project. So back at the shop, I got to know it a little better and decided that, yeah, with some work, I thought this could be a great sounding instrument. So, of course, the big job was to replace the fretboard. The fretboard was in terrible shape and you know, didn't even have real frets that I could tell. It was a mess. Removed the fretboard, replaced it with a maple fretboard with rosewood bindings, and the marker dots are rosewood as well. Put in new nickel steel frets to replace the missing nut with a bone nut. It had a bridge, cheap bridge with a plastic saddle, so replace that with a nice rosewood bridge and a bone saddle. I kept all of the original finish because I've really felt like that was part of the charm of the instrument. The Hawaii screen print across the front and the hibiscus flower screen printed on the headstock, they're just quintessentially Hawaiian souvenir, sort of kitschy looking, and so I kept that and all the finish, all the original finish, and so I think it really does maintain sort of the character, that souvenir look, the original character of the instrument, while at the same time it's got a great sound. It's really playable. The action is nice. The frets are all dressed and prepared appropriately for a playable instrument, and I think it really sounds good, and you'll be able to hear that in the demo when we get through it. It's a 380 millimeter scale concert ukulele, and as we kind of move into the demo, you'll be able to hear the quality of the sound really. Personally, I am more of a builder than a player, so I did not do the demo myself, and you'll appreciate that, or you would appreciate that if you ever heard me play. But I want to introduce you to our demo player. His name is Jake Sharp. He is mostly a guitarist locally in a couple of local bands, and is a great friend of my son. And so he came by to play a little bit and give you a sense of how the instrument sounds. So we'll pass it off to Jake here and listen to what he's got for us.
All right, go for it.
All right. Am I good to go?
Yeah.
Of course, the second I start, I'm going to mess up. But yeah, let's re-record because I'm not sure if I messed up. Didn't hear it, but
You just keep
didn't.
going.
All right. just retry that one.
Sweet.
I'm trying to remember all these songs, but I don't play the ukulele anymore.
I hope you enjoyed following the build as much as I enjoyed building it. This instrument's going up on eBay in the next week or so, unless of course you're watching this video later, in which case it already went on eBay and so already missed it. But be sure to check back in at ubi.com and see what's on the bench for our next rescue build. I got some exciting things planned, and thanks for watching.